Not much is being done to even revive inbound.
We need to start skilling a lot more people.
The golden triangle is going to be the golden triangle.
You have to create brand ambassadors for people to go back and talk about it.
It's very difficult to do for India.
Not much is being done to even revive inbound, right? And even the shutting of tourism offices in across the world, that has a role to play as well, because you do need that voice of India in the various countries, as Harsh mentioned earlier, right? So you need that to be active and that to be working for us to, get that data. You're asking about data. I have data as a hotelier about my hotel. Are we sharing it with the entire hotel community? No, we're not, right? But then earlier we used to have you have reports like STR reports, you have OTA insights, Lighthouse, etc., that will give you data and information about demand of the city and all that stuff. But are we working together on this kind of data? How often do we work on it, right? I would work with my Mayfair team. I wouldn't sit with the Oberoi team and discuss these kind of things, right? But at a larger level, looking at the larger perspective and coming from a media and advertising approach, I think that is something that we need to evolve to and look at brand India.
We need to start skilling a lot more people. And I still believe it, because I think that can be something that we are great at, right? And I know today, and whether it's skilling on how do you create a product or skilling on how do you kind of see a narrative, build a narrative for a tourist, I think that is something that I've learned in my 13-year-old career. That is never going to someone take away from me, because you only learn and you get better as you do it. So if you can do that for younger people, get more people, because I don't think anyone wakes up in the morning, they say you want to become a doctor and engineer, who says, yaar, main bada hoke tour guide banunga, right? I don't think it's in anyone's this to talk about culture, although now culture is getting its currency and its due. So I think skilling is something that I would want to focus on, because that really makes a bigger difference on a bigger spectrum. I think then you're just spreading the message forward.
The golden triangle is going to be the golden triangle, right? There are times my team and I have a conversation, especially if there's a young joinee who will tell us, why are we always selling Delhi, Agra, Jaipur? And my answer is, look, it is a must visit for a first time itinerary, but the challenge is, how do we do it in Vilasa style? Right? I cannot change the destinations. I can recommend some, but these three are going to be the core. How can we still do it in our style, which is very experiential, very immersive? I would like to say we were doing experiential travel before the term was even coined, right? And then speaking of perception, right? We have to understand that a country's product offerings and perception go hand in hand. Once travel designers abroad start seeing those products come out of India, that perception also changes. Marketing alone is not enough, in my humble opinion, to shift perception.
This concludes the first edition of Think Tank. We'll be back with more discussions, more perspectives, and more insights soon.